Oh no, it's falling. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and I'm female to male transgender, 4 years on testosterone, and 3 years post-op top surgery. Welcome to my little fake plant. Today we're gonna be talking about a transphobic meme post that I saw posted by someone I know, and I'm gonna react to it and tell you why it's not cool. I think it's important to raise awareness that these things exist and they are circulating the internet, and they do have an effect on people's lives, even just by a simple repost. Okay, cool, let's get into it. This is the post. Who posted this has nothing to do with my reaction. Again, our focus is on spreading love and educating, so that does not happen through attacking people and making them feel like shit. What was initially hard for me was that this was posted by someone that I know, and I've been very fortunate to not have anyone in my life be negative towards me being transgender or transgender people in general. It also gave me insight to how it feels to not have supportive people and how much that would suck if that was your life. So this came as a total blindside and an extra, kind of stab in the heart. And I read it and I was like, wow, this makes me sad. There was nothing negative about our relationship at all, and they definitely knew that I was transgender. This post, it reads, "If Bruce Jenner can keep his penis but be considered a woman, then I will keep my guns and be considered disarmed. Seems reasonable." I have so many things to say about this, but we'll go through it one by one. First things first, comedy and being mean. Those are two very separate things that walk along a very thin line sometimes. Comedians, please, this is just a note from me to you. You've got to know the world in which you are making fun of before you make fun of it. If you're going to make jokes, as messed up as it is, you have got to use the right name and the correct pronouns. That is number one rule of being transgender and knowing the world. So this should read, "If Caitlyn Jenner can keep her penis but be considered a woman, then I will keep my guns and be considered disarmed." Seems reasonable. Still a messed up statement, right? But at least it's elevated a little bit in respect. A little bit by knowing the world and knowing you have got to use the right pronouns and the correct name. That's a dead name. Some people are suicidal for hearing their dead name, right? So you don't ever use it. That was just a really good way of adding another note of invalidating who Caitlyn Jenner is and who she identifies as. The actual statement just freaking confused me. I had to read it a bunch of times and I was like, what the fuck is this even saying? I think it's just weird things being compared. Essentially what it's saying, and if I have a gun and I'm considered disarmed, right? That's just false. That is just untrue. They're using that as a comparison to say then Caitlyn Jenner can't be a woman with a penis. It's 2019, y'all. All men don't have penises. All women don't have vaginas. It's just not how it works. Just super hurtful to say and completely invalidating who they are. And then I have a problem with the meme in general and that fact that it's being spread. It's just fueling a fire that does not need to be fueled. Trans people are a minority and they're fighting for rights. We're fighting for rights to do normal shit, to be seen without judgment, to be treated without judgment. If this meme is being passed around, it's promoting transphobia. There's so many people out there that would take that to heart and they're already on the edge of sometimes scary stuff of committing suicide because of who they are. You have to think about what you share before you share it, because that shit can really mess someone up. The way I responded to this, because of the situation, I knew that this was just a case of being thoughtless and a little bit uneducated. So I came at it with commenting, "This really bumps me out. This really hurt my feelings. I know you didn't mean any harm because we had a good time in person, and I know you're not just an asshole that's unaccepting of me, because I would have picked that up. I trust that you didn't mean to do this. So if you want to know why, and if you want to see maybe why people are saying stuff, I'll be happy to tell you what is wrong with this and why it was hurtful, because from a transgender person's point of view, this is very hurtful and is not cool at all. So just message me and I will kindly tell you what is wrong with this so we can grow and not do it again." They liked my comments and they messaged me saying, "I'm so sorry. That's the last thing that I would have ever wanted. I just didn't think about it and I posted it. Please tell me why." Whether they do it again or not, that's out of my control. That's just my tips for this specific situation. If they're an asshole and they're just gonna be an asshole, there's not much you can do. That's my reaction. Use the right pronouns, use the right name, know the world before you go make fun fun of it, so you're at least respectful while you're poking fun. You have got to start thinking from other people's point of view, especially if you're gonna start posting stuff that could potentially be hurtful. In this instance, obviously it was just, like I said, a thoughtless, careless, uneducated post that they didn't mean in any harm. We've talked and they're totally cool, they apologize, and I think people will naturally do that a lot more and be willing to grow a lot more if you don't make them feel stupid immediately or come at them with anger. They owned up to it, they realized they made a mistake, and they're growing. That's what we're looking for. Let's be kind and loving. I love you guys, thank you for watching, and I will be back next week with another video, and I will talk to you later. Love you, bye.